I'll give you all you need. What up, what up, what up? Come on, man. What's good, y'all? Let me add this to this description real quick. Grand morning, grand rising, all that good stuff. What's good, y'all? So, we don't stay on bullshit too long. It was nice, it was fun, but we got to get to work. And we got to check shit in. So, good morning. So, I want to talk about yesterday. Because I'll give Clarke one thing, man. He's a pretty smart guy. He's full of shit, but he's a pretty smart guy. Thank you. Let me What up? Peace. What's good, everybody? Hey, Sheriff Clarke is smart as hell, man. So what he actually did, hey, what up, Jay? What he actually did, hey, you know what? Next time I see you, bro, I'm gonna have something for you. Because I saw your request, but I don't have it on Cash App to send. But I meant to give you something in person yesterday. It just was too much going on. I completely forgot about it. So much love to you. But yeah. Hey, Miss Reed, quit playing with me, man. Listen, y'all. Sheriff Clarke he's pretty smart. Y'all do know that what he actually did was hosted that rally and pretty much had the Proud Boys be his personal security. So he had them be security for the event, but they were actually his personal security. So like I told y'all in the last video and at the last rally, he's recruiting for them. I'd even go as far to say, I'm not sure, but it seems he's connected to them somehow. I don't know if he's a member, a secret member, or whatever the case may be. Let me see. Hey, it was plenty of people pulling up. Playing FDT. I mean FD, yeah. So, matter of fact, you know what? I might take this down sound. So let me do this right quick now because but I want y'all to understand something. I'm not, so one, let me see. One, I don't do things for clout. I don't do things because they cool to do. That stuff is actually very dangerous. And the reason why I go out there and do it is because I know people, one, are going to want to counter protest. I know, one, people are going to have an issue with some of the stuff they see and hear, because yesterday, I don't know if y'all caught it. I'm not sure if I was still on live, but there were ones of them that they used the N-word, all that good shit. And there has to be a level of composure that goes into that. Because one, I'm not going to be on the offensive with anybody. If I'm not attacked, if I'm not engaged in a way, then I'm not going to engage. And we need to understand that, because the point ain't to go to jail. The point ain't to pop off no race war. The point ain't to You know, the best thing about power is having it and not using it. Because they know we got power. They know who people are. They know what people are capable of. So you don't give them that. You keep them wondering. You keep them guessing. Absolutely. Absolutely. If y'all didn't see it, and I'm actually using a different phone because I'm not sure what's wrong with this audio that's on this phone. What I may do is restart this phone and see if the problem is still going on with the audio. But I apologize because y'all actually missed so much. Y'all actually missed so much by not being able to hear what was going on. But I did record with this phone, and I'm just gonna have to have something set up because I can't be live and hold this other phone and record both. I'm gonna have to have somebody for sure be out with me just for recording purposes. Because one of the reasons why I go live is so people can't say that I did something that I didn't do, or said something that I didn't say. So it's for documenting purposes, it's for protection purposes, for me, it's for legal reasons, all that kind of stuff. Because as you heard, the clip that I put out, dude tried to say I took that white lady's flag. For one, I never took her flag. I clearly never took her flag. I grabbed her flag because she was jabbing me in my fucking head with it. And like I told him, I should have cleared her ass. But this is why I record this stuff, because like I said, they keep making themselves seem as if, no, Jay, because you know, you a young homie out there, man, you a young soldier, and we need you. You know what I'm saying? We got to have a conversation because it's a right. Oh, absolutely. If you look at my live, when we went through the crowd, David Clarke most definitely was there. And he was surrounded by Proud Boys. This is the funny thing about him. He has so much to say, but he never speaks. He never responds when you say something to him. And that's another point that I want to prove, because even while he was sheriff, he spent all his fucking time going around this country talking shit about black people, talking shit about this community, talking shit about all our communities, talking shit about the condition of our communities, and telling people that the issues we talk about don't exist. Oh no! Hey, shout out to Greg Bennett, man. Apologies for missing the reveal yesterday. You know what I'm saying? You already know, man. You the homie. Much love. Shout out to Kenosha. But yeah, I ain't down at all, man. I feel good. I feel great. And you know, again, I don't call myself Malcolm X for clout. I'm not even really calling myself that. I say the things, and I took that moniker because there are very few leaders who confront that type of stuff head up the way that I would and that I have. Even when Trump was running his campaign, I took, like, when nobody out there stomping flags, dragging flags, running up on Trump campaigns by themselves, all that different type of stuff. That was me. I made those type of stances, and I paid for them. You know what I'm saying? I'm still paying for the stuff that I did and the stances that I took years ago. And so that's why, part of the reason why I took on that moniker. You know what I mean? So again, my main point is to let them know that they are being watched, that they're not going to be able to come into our communities and do. I want y'all to understand, aside from yesterday, every other Trump rally that has happened since the election, there has been somebody assaulted. Now, the news actually caught one of the assaults, but they are not reporting that these Trumpsters are assaulting people. Except, no, they did cover that at Serb Hall, they actually assaulted the staff from Serb Hall. They did cover that. But as far as black folks and civilians, they're not covering that. They're not mentioning that stuff at all. Especially when you have these same rallies and these same people that go to all these same rallies, the same people, you know, not only go to these places and assault folks, they go to these places and they call people the N-word. They do all this miscellaneous, of course, with all the other black abortion, all this other stuff that they think and spew. And again, my thing is, you know, we cannot allow these people to run around our communities unchecked. The very fact that there was a shooting in the mall that folks have been trying to boycott, that folks have been trying to tell our people we don't need to be out there, that folks have been trying to call for accountability. A white person was able to go into this mall, shoot 8 people, and to my understanding or knowledge, correct me if I'm wrong, this person still hasn't been caught. Was the person ever even caught? We can't, no black person can go anywhere. We can't even go around the city of Milwaukee, where we supposedly belong, without being eyeballed and looked at and targeted, let alone any of these other outskirt communities. But it's crazy that somebody can shoot up 8 people, and I have not seen a picture, photograph, silhouette, drawing, nothing. They came and drew me in court with some crayons, nigga. Y'all ain't got a license plate, nothing. A strand of hair, he ain't leave a shoe mark, nothing. Okay, Again, man, these are things we cannot accept in our city and around our state. And it's just 2020. I've had enough of this, man. I'm 33. Our young people will no longer be subject to this without somebody older than them standing up for them. And again, man, like I said, man, it's been drama and BS that we get tied up in day to day. But, whether my people know who's fighting for them or not, whether they know the work that's being done or not, it's going to get done. And I'm going to spend every, ounce of myself that I can give in doing that and trying to ensure a better Milwaukee for all of us. You know what I'm saying? So I just want people to understand, man. I really want people to understand, because I wish I knew who leaders were and who would advocate for me when I was younger. I went through a lot of shit by myself, even in this movement. When I was around a lot of people who could have helped, who could have guided me, they didn't. And I had to bump my head a lot. And that's why I'm glad Jay and people like you are watching, because I'm trying to show y'all how to move. They know we can beat their ass. We don't have to beat their ass. You can trust and believe they know you can beat their ass, bro. You don't have to do it. If they don't give you an actual reason to do it, if they don't engage you and it's done in a certain way, don't engage them, because they know we have the power. When they saw us walk up, they instantly got information, because they know what the fuck it is. So I don't have to tell them what it is, and so it's just ways that we got to move. But Clarke is he's a very smart person, man. He's a very smart person. He, at the last Serb Hall protest, he called himself trying to tell that crowd to, I don't know what he called himself trying to tell them to do to us, but they didn't do it and they couldn't do it. So now he went and got actual people who he think can handle, can do his bidding. And it was very smooth move. I mean, it's very distasteful that you would have 8 people shot at a location and you would continue with a rally like that. I think it's distasteful. I don't think Black Lives Matter would have did anything like that. As much as they hate Black Lives Matter, as much as Black Lives Matter don't really exist per se in this city and state like that. But, in their terms, that's not something that I would have, it would have been canceled. And even if it wouldn't have been canceled, we would have acknowledged that happened, and we would have did a vigil. We would have, something. You know what I mean? You can't not have, and people didn't die, but it's still a tragedy that happened in that space, in that community. But it just continues to show the validity in what we're talking about. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it was very distasteful. Very distasteful. But I guess they ain't out to be politically correct. And again, man, I don't know how you can say, I will say this. There are some people that are part of the Proud Boys who have very much so. They definitely have sense. They definitely have a lot of sense. And I'm not above a conversation, because my thing is I want to gauge who you are and where you at. And I want to understand that, are you just ignorant? Do you not get it? Do you not want to get it? Is it your intent to be, a certain kind of way? Like, or do you just not know better? Are you not exposed or around anything that would make you think outside of the prerogative and the lines that you already think, because they like, you can't preach to a choir. I don't need to know what Republicans and Democrats do or don't do for me. I'm black, so I know that. You know what I'm saying? I'm very well versed on the failures of either party or both parties when it comes to my community. I don't really need you to tell me that. And I don't need you to try to tell me from a lens as if like the Republican Party and Trump is my savior and it's the real enemy is the Democrats. And, you know, I mean, you know, you can't tell me from the outside looking in when I go through this shit. And I know what I see at the state level and at the local level, let alone the national level. So I just need us to understand what we are, you know, seeing. We need to be able to decipher that. And for all my people, we had a small group yesterday, but that was fine. It actually was better that we had a smaller group, because this is the thing. Those type of spaces are very dangerous. They're very dangerous. And everybody is not going to know what to do and how to react if one of them haul off and hit you, or if somebody hauls off and shoots. So those are spaces that, again, I just try to be there to offer, you know, my experience. I've been in I'm off Burla, and we know Milwaukee, man, gunshots is just as common as seeing a red light, you know, green light, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm not scared. Like, there's nothing that scares me to a level that I'm like, ooh, I should not be here. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck. The motherfucking army boots and motherfucking guns and shit don't scare me, fam. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and you know, y'all can all dress like bumblebees, and it's just not gonna be scary to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so make sure y'all follow that YouTube page. Again, I apologize. I don't know why the sound was like that yesterday. I really, because my phone was working perfectly before I went there, so I have no idea why my sound was not working. So I'm gonna try to fix that and see if it's still an issue with this particular phone, which it shouldn't be. I don't understand. But I appreciate everybody who supports, who came out, you know, and who was a part of that. And especially if you watch it, share it, you know, spread it, because, you know, people need to be able to see and hear what we're dealing with. And not from just a lens of media who are going to like not really cover the conversations, you know, and it's very interesting. It's just very interesting what happens, man. But again, most of these people who come in here from these Trump things are not even from this state. They're not even from this state. They're coming from Illinois. They're coming from Minnesota. They're coming from Michigan. And that, I mean, again, that's no problem. It's people's prerogative to protest wherever they want to go. I mean, I've been to Baltimore, I've been to Flint, I've been to Chicago, I've been to DC, so many different places where I'm a guest in somebody else's house. But there's a way you conduct yourself. You know what I'm saying? As a guest in somebody else's house. I'm not going to take kindly to or appreciate somebody telling me where I can't walk, or you can't walk this way, you can't be here, you got to stand over there. Excuse me, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And that, again, that falls on Clarke to really come here and give them authority, some sort of authority over our community, to tell people what they can and can't do. You know what I'm saying? That's going to have to be a conversation. It's going to have to be a conversation because, you know, I know what it is in this state and in these little towns. I'm not coming nowhere looking for no drama or no trouble or no nothing. But I'm a man. I'm a grown-ass man. I'm also a citizen of this motherfucking planet, country, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? And I just, certain shit just not going, we're not finna do that. You know? And it's not about being tough. It's definitely not that. But I'm going to assert myself, and I'm going to make sure that people know that, you know, everything I just said, I'm a grown-ass man, and we ain't finna play them games. You know what I'm saying? And that, I mean, that goes for a Trump crowd. That goes for any other type of protest, whatever it is. People need to understand, like I said, it's a right and wrong way to do everything. It's a way to conduct yourself. It's a way that we can have a debate. It's a way that we can disagree, whatever the case may be. You don't have to touch nobody. You don't have to threaten nobody. You don't have to intimidate nobody. It's just unnecessary. Exactly. They're going to respect not only me, but this community, this city, and this fucking state. Especially if you ain't from here. So yeah. Just be vigilant, and I want y'all to understand. Yesterday, I also, while I was trying to upload these videos to my YouTube channel, I followed some other YouTube channels. This is like a coordinated thing they did in a few places yesterday. There were some Proud Boy rallies out in California, I believe. I mean, it was like maybe 8 or 9 places where this same stuff was going on across the nation at the same time. So I don't know exactly. I'm telling y'all, when these people are posturing up and talking about race wars and all this kind of, y'all have to believe, when people tell you who they are, you have to believe them. And if you're telling me you're not a racist organization, but you have somebody who walks up on your side who's been partying with you all day long, and they put on a goddamn swastika mask, and you like, oh, I didn't know. No, fam. You gotta know. You're supposed to know. Peace, Brother Causey. This stuff is serious. And like I said, man, a young man who lost his life down south, apologies for not remembering his name, but there have been at least 2 young men who have been found recently dead, that, you know, their cases resemble Emmett Till. We not finna play those games. We not finna play those games. And we have, and this is what, when we talk about places like Burlington, and some of these other places where we have very few of our people or people of color out in these predominantly white places, where you got all these Trump people and these alt-right people and all these other different kind of names they call themselves other than the KKK, because it's the same shit. It's the same, it's different sects of the same shit. It's not going to be tolerated. It's not going to be tolerated. It's not going to be tolerated. You are not going to terrorize our people. You're not going to intimidate our people. It's bad enough as a black man around this motherfucker to not comfortably be able to go anywhere. You can't sit in your house comfortably. You can't go outside your fucking house comfortably. You can't go to work comfortably. Nothing. No fucking longer. This shit is going to end. It's going to end. It's going to end. And anybody who calls themselves our leader has to have that same attitude at this point. What has happened to black people in these black communities has to end. Yes, we have things internally we need to fix. We're going to work on that shit too. But at the end of the day, there is zero goddamn tolerance. Zero tolerance for any of this type of shit. Absolutely. Absolutely. Our children, our women are going to be safe. They're going to be able to thrive. They're going to be able to maneuver around this damn place and any other fucking place they choose to be and go. I mean, it's the same like tactics, pretty much of, when you mention Hitler. I mean, it's kind of the same thing, really. It's kind of the same thing. Yeah, Jay, look, I'm glad y'all young folks out there, man. We just need to, channel y'all energy correctly. Because listen, that was me. When I first came in, I was 20, 20? I've been doing this since 2012. It was 8 years ago. I was like 25. And I was exactly like you, bro. I was TTG. Frontline, anything that looked like it was a op, I was on it. I went to jail a whole lot fucking around with this movement. Because my whole thing is protection and security. So I already know where you at. And when you first come into this wokeness, your main thing is anger. Anger and wrath for what the fuck is going on. I don't want y'all to bump y'all heads like I did, man. It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. We don't need y'all in jail. We don't need y'all catching cases. You know what I'm saying? It's unnecessary. But y'all need to be equipped with the tools to be able to go out on your own, to go out on your own. Yeah, in a perfect world, Brother James, man, we will all be unified. We will all respect each other and coexist. But honestly, man, at the end of the day, and I keep trying to say it without saying it. And I still get backlash for saying it. I get called a hater. I get called a clout chaser, all this other dumb shit. But everybody ain't out here for the same reason, man. Everybody not out here for the same reason. I go and do what I do because it has to be done and somebody got to do it. Not because I'm looking for a payday. Not because I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm going to get some clout off of it. I do it because I know I'm the person that's equipped to do it. And if I don't do it, it's likely not going to get done. And I mean, you can check my resume of all the different shit that I do. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even got, already know what it is, bro. You already know what it is. And like I tell my people, like, it's moves that I make as well that people not going to understand. But it's because I maneuver through this motherfucker and I bump my head and I know how shit work. I know the politics. Politics exists. There's a hierarchy and a background of shit that happens as well that controls a lot of shit. And I'm aware of that. So sometimes I have to maneuver and I have to make decisions to stay on that chessboard. You know what I'm saying? And to ensure that, that other folks can't step on that chessboard. But again, one thing this is one of the reasons why I try to elevate other leaders. I need other people to step up. I'm sick. I'm still trying to get over sickness, but I will get my ass out this damn bed and confront racism every opportunity I fucking can if I can get up. Yeah, I'm glad that y'all know that and understand that. It does bother me when people do misread me or they are looking at me from a lens that's not what it is. Because it matters to me not what people think about me, but what people think about me, if that makes sense. I don't want people to get the wrong idea of me. If I fuck up my reputation or if I fuck something up with somebody, I want to be able to do, like, I want you to give me the opportunity to fuck it up for myself. You know what I'm saying? Not posture up against me because you think I'm saying something about somebody you like and you don't even know what the fuck the situation is or what's true or what's not. And then you like, oh no, you just a hater. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? That bothers me because, again, I don't take these risks. I have not taken these knots. I have not taken all of this stuff to lie to y'all and to bring anything wrong to this movement and its work. I've been doing it too fucking long. That's a good question, Sarita. Where are they? And I will tell you this. They, I'll let them know. Some of them I have a cordial relationship with. I check in with them. I see where they at. I, see what they doing. And I'll let them know, hey, you're going to have some problems with that because that ain't what we asked for. You have some problems with that, and you should expect some backlash and some resistance because this ain't what we asked for. This ain't the direction that we asking to go in. And I'm using the word ask, just to use the word ask because we definitely not asking. We're telling our elected officials what we want to see in our community. That's not an ask. That is what you're supposed to be there for. You're supposed to listen to people and who are telling you how and what we want you to do with your job and your position that we put you in. Yeah, that's why, and that's another reason why I go live, because people need to see and hear what is out there and the stuff that is being like. And again, I'm going to continue to do it, and I know it's at a risk to myself. Every time I go out there, it's at a risk to me. It's at a risk to me for them to try to claim I'm trying to incite something and that I'm, controlling all these people and it's this bad thing and this bad thing happened because of me. I'm at a risk every time I take my ass out there. But guess what? I take my ass out there because it needs to be fucking done. It needs to be done. So when it comes to respect, I at least want that respect. You know what I'm saying? Because man, if only y'all knew. And it's so crazy because we live in a place and in a state that swears. It's people who swear. They will swear to you on everything they love, the Bible, the cross, the goddamn tomb the motherfucker was in, that they are not racist, and turn around and say every goddamn thing that is a racist as a motherfucker. Like it's like we're living in a confused ass place where every fucking body's confused. It's the opposite. We down for the cause, we want to help, but they don't help, and then they go against the cause. Like, you see people do shit the total opposite of what they say. So that's why I don't, words don't mean nothing. I don't go off words. I go off people's actions. And regardless of what you hear me say, which I try to say everything that I fucking, and pretty much I mean everything that I fucking say. It's just some things that I can't flat out say. So I try to say them as best as I can, and I apologize, because especially when I'm bothered and I'm pissed off and I'm on 10, it may not come out the way that I intended to come out. But fuck that, I meant what I said then too, motherfucker. You know what I'm trying to say, but fuck it. I ain't got time to say it correctly, so just know, if you get what I'm trying to say, then I mean that, motherfucker. But it's really crazy. Again, man. So yeah, man, I appreciate actions is always more than words. Action should always mean more than and it's some people who just do so much talking. Do you think it could happen to call all Milwaukee black politicians to come to a meeting? Should be able to. Honestly, we should be able to. Honestly, I think that's something that should be done. Before the end of the year. All black elected officials on all different levels, from the county to the city to the state, should all, and maybe it can be done on Zoom, you know what I'm saying, to be done safely or something like that, with our community leaders. And we need to be able to flat out tell them what the fuck we think and what's going on around here. So they can't say that they don't know. I applaud. We are paying attention to who's supporting what, who is voting yes and voting no, voting for and voting against. These things that we are, and they need to understand that. And again, it's crazy, because when you call folks out, they take it personally, but it's your job. It is your job. If you are the chief of police, if you are the mayor, if you are in such and such office, if you are in whatever you are in, you signed up for scrutiny. You signed up. You signed up for people to critique what it is that you do. So why take it personally? I don't know. I'm not elected to shit. I don't get paid for nothing. Listen, mother got every goddamn opinion in the book about me. So why somebody who's elected or paid believes that they are above correction, critique, criticism, accountability is a world we don't need to live in. That is not what this is meant for. That is not what this system is supposed to be. That's dope. Thank you for that, Sarita. I mean, if it can be done, it needs to be done. And not just us, not just the people who march, not just me. You know what I'm saying? We got folks on the South Side who need input. We got, whoever has issues, and the ones endorsed by the police union are suspicious. Who was endorsed by the police union? Shares your skin color. No, I'm not under the. I'm absolutely not, because I'll tell you this. This is part of the problem, because a lot of them don't listen. Let me tell you something. I know people who are not elected officials who are my skin color and who are more, I guess, in tune with stuff that goes on in my community, but they don't ever come outside. The motherfuckers look through the blinds and watch shit go on. Like, they don't know it from the perspective of being involved or understanding it. So there are different levels to black folks. That matters. Yeah. So a lot of I got this degree, that degree. A lot of them are completely detached. They don't know what the fuck is going on. And they are absolutely not operating in the best interest of no goddamn black community at all. That is a huge part of the problem. Which is why I'm telling you, if you ain't in tune and this ain't your expertise, motherfucker, then you need to be talking to me because it is mine. If you don't understand, let me help you understand. Because you can't leave a population of people out. You can't do it. We all know it's food. How do we all know it's food deserts? It's no jobs. The education is messed up. And then you keep missing these things. How are these things not fixed? Shit fixed for everybody else. Shit seems to get fixed for everybody else all the time. It seems to be easy fix for everybody else. But when it comes to us, we ain't got no money. We ain't got the votes. We don't have the time. It's always a damn excuse. So and so ain't gonna block if we try. I would say then, man, on a lot of different levels, then motherfuckers is cooperating amongst each other to keep a group of people down. This is not something that people make up. This is not something that people make up. And when you continue to put a group of people in a dire situation, what the fuck do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? If we talking about public safety, y'all care about public safety, right? So if you do know that if you put all the motherfuckers who ain't got shit in one box and all the motherfuckers who do got shit around them in another circle, what do you think is going to happen? You think motherfuckers going to stay in that box? No, we're coming to get what the fuck y'all got. So if y'all worried about public safety, private safety, or whatever kind of safety you worried about, I would suggest you focus on the motherfuckers that you worried about. Not just with damn police and prison and jail and all that type of shit. If they don't share your views, but do share your skin color, does that mean they are wrong? Absolutely, that means they're wrong. Like I said, even if they don't share the views or share the understanding, they should try to. They should be the first motherfuckers who try to. Because guess what happens? If just not give a fuck about the black community, what incentive does that have for white people to? This is a huge part of the problem when we talk about gatekeepers and when we talk about Sambos, which we incorrectly call Uncle Toms. Uncle Tom is not the correct term. We need to stop saying that. It's actually Sambo. Uncle Tom was actually a hero. Sambo was the coon. Okay. Those type of people, they what's the word I want to say? They validate what white people think about black people. And so if you say, hey man, they don't care about themselves, so why the fuck we should care about it? And a white person already think that, why the fuck would both of them finna work against us? Because they think we just, like dude said yesterday, I just got out of the car. I just opened the car door and got out of it. And this nigga said, lazy? How fucking you tell that about how I get out of the car? Nigga, wigger, should I say? How? Damn, you cold as hell. How can you tell that I'm lazy by how I got out this car? It has nothing to do with this, do it? Oh, okay. Would you call a white man getting out of the car lazy? I'm confused. I'm trying to see how this skill works, motherfucker. I'm saying this is not a mistake. This shit is not mistakes. If you actually hear the stuff that these people were saying, if you actually hear their viewpoints, this motherfucker gonna tell me, because I mentioned the dude with the swastika, he gonna tell me, well, y'all call Bloods and Crips. Ain't no goddamn Bloods and Crips here. Why the fuck would you say that? Why would you mention Bloods and Crips because you're having a conversation with a black man? Oh, I just gotta know some Bloods and Crips, huh? What the fuck? Come on, man. Yeah, the dude who ran. That's where he was running from. Because when I got out the goddamn car, he's sitting there taking pictures, calling people lazy and shit. I'm just saying, man, this is a racist ass place. And there's no other explanation for it. There's no explanation for why. Because you're talking to me, you want to mention Bloods and Crips. Fam. I'm saying that's another reason why I take my ass out there, because this conversation ain't finna be like no other conversation you have with a person that looks like me who may not be well versed in the shit that you talking about or asking them. No, you finna have a hard time getting that shit past me. It shouldn't be because of guilt. It should be because of the right reason. Listen, man, listen. So if people just ignored us and it had nothing to do with racism, that would be a different issue. That would be a different issue. But to ignore somebody and to not address the issues of a specific group of people and do it while being racist, you should feel fucking guilty. You should feel fucking guilty. Good morning. Grand Rising. I'm not sure. Yeah, you should feel guilty. Like I said, these issues, like I told them, if y'all are anti-racism, why the fuck ain't y'all the same people that you say this nigga was with you, he had a swastika on, you said, well, we don't like that, we don't support that. Okay, you and me both tell this nigga to move around then, okay? You should be telling him the same shit I'm telling him, right? Right? You got motherfuckers at the Trump rally doing this shit to my Hail Hitler. Y'all feel comfortable standing with people who are, but you're anti-racism, and you're standing with people who are on photographs and in video, moving pictures, motion pictures they call them, doing the goddamn Hail Hitler. How? That ain't no different than a goddamn department supporting and not firing somebody who will call black people the N-word. And did you see the BBC documentary and how they think of us? These are detectives who are handling people's homicides. If they don't fucking think nothing of us, do you think they're going to bust their ass to find out who killed somebody who they don't give a fuck about? Hell no. That's a problem. That's a problem. And listen, I don't even like the word gaslighting. I hate when terms just pop up and everybody start using them. I didn't know what it was, what it meant. I just heard everybody start using the goddamn word at one time. So I see gaslighting. If it mean that, then yeah, they're doing that. But listen. And that's what I'm saying. It ain't for y'all to understand. Listen, people can say that we all want people and we all bleed the same all the fuck we want to, but we are not wired the same as people. A motherfucking tiger and a lion are both goddamn cats. Do you think they fucking think the same? No. They ain't talking about we all cats, we should get together. No. Fuck, they're different. Do you think one lion say to the goddamn tiger, I don't see color? Nigga, I see you got stripes and I got spots, motherfucker. There's a reason for that. I respect you got the goddamn mane and shit, but nigga, I'm 385 pounds of king, and I will swipe your ass to Siberia, motherfucker. There's a reason for that. We are humans. We are different species of motherfucking human. You know what I'm saying? Black, white, otherwise. There's a reason we are different. Don't tell me you don't see this shit. Please, white people, stop saying that. Stop saying you don't see color. You see this purple ass goddamn do right here. I know that if I put on red, it's not gonna match, motherfucker. I see color. Okay? I'm just saying, sometimes motherfuckers just don't get it, and I don't understand why they don't get it. You know what I'm saying? We are different for a reason, and you should respect that somebody else is different from you. You can respect their religion. You can respect that all religions matter, huh? But y'all seem to pick ones that y'all don't like, that y'all think is terrorists and all this other kind of shit. All religions should matter too, right? If all lives matter, all religions matter, motherfucker. I'm just saying, like I told them, you will not ever goddamn see a bunch of black motherfuckers from Milwaukee go teach in Janesville High School. That will never goddamn happen. You think they finna put a school with all black teachers and let us teach our white babies? Hell no, that ain't finna happen. You know it's not finna happen. So why do you not see why that is a problem with people coming from these places down here to teach? And they're predominantly people of color, people of non-color from outside of this community. And you don't think there's anything wrong with that. Or you don't think that's going to present a set of problems or issues when it comes to relation, like how you can relate or understand me as a student and a person coming in this goddamn place. You will never see a mass group of black motherfuckers go police in no place like that. You think white people are going to pull over for a bunch of black motherfuckers who ain't from their goddamn town? Oh, they will have a fucking problem with police misconduct, mistreatment, whatever the fuck. Everything would be, it's because I'm white. But you won't see it. You just won't fucking see it. So you can't tell me if the shoe was on the other foot, it wouldn't. And that's kind of the goddamn problem. Part of the problem, they just had a whole problem with a black president. Why? Because you think he gonna help the niggers get ahead? You think he gonna put the niggers in power? Come on, man. I don't give a goddamn what I sound like to you. If you don't understand, Nick, you can elodian your ass on off my live. I sound like I'm making a lot of goddamn sense. Y'all just had a whole hernia because we had a black president. And why? Because y'all subconsciously and consciously, y'all fear black people. Y'all fear black people. Y'all fear them having the same rights as you. You fear them making the same money as you. You fear them being able to move in your community and afford the shit you can afford. Didn't Wauwatosa just put out letters talking about make Tulsa white again? Didn't I tell y'all white Tulsa residents came and told me they was having midnight meetings talking about white flight again because too many black people moving there? I'm not saying shit that ain't factual. This is factual shit. Redlining, white flight, that shit has happened. You can't change history, motherfucker. And it ain't history because it's still happening. Like I said, they should have profiled a white dude who went and shot up the mall. Maybe that would have worked. Now, if the profiling was equal, motherfucker, we wouldn't have a goddamn problem. You go to Mayfair, it don't matter if you 98 years old, if you black, they following your ass. Watch this motherfucker right here. He might be trying to steal tissue out the bathroom or something. But you can freely go in this bitch if you white and shoot up 8 motherfuckers and get away. But if you have an argument and say, I got a gun, and go outside, or whatever they said happened, if you look like you got a gun, sound like you got a gun, a motherfucker say you got a gun, you gonna get chased and shot in your goddamn back. If you go to sleep in a park, drunk, if you wake up and put your hands in the air, you're gonna get shot in your goddamn head and face. Right. We got too many fucking examples of how this country is biased, shows a bias for one group of people and a hatred or a targeting of other people. If you think this is like, we don't live in a world where people are able to just make shit up. This is happening in every state in this fucking place. It's happening in every country. You think a black motherfucker who shot 3 people, killed 2 of them, maimed 1 would be out on $2 million goddamn dollars bail? Hell goddamn no. Why didn't all the Proud Boys and the NRA and all these motherfuckers stand up for dude that got shot and killed in Minneapolis, who the officer asked for his concealed carry license, and he shot and killed him? Why motherfuckers didn't stand up for that? They for rights and for guns and shit, right? Like I said, man, nobody hates nobody for their skin color. I don't hate somebody just because they fucking white. Come on, man. We not even built like that. If y'all didn't have the history that y'all had with us, If y'all didn't have the history that y'all had with us, a lot of this shit wouldn't be a goddamn problem. Yeah, Philando Castile. I'm saying people act like if they get, and this is another thing. They not giving black people shit. Black people pay taxes the same way every fucking body else do. But do we get look at our communities, man. What do you think they do with our tax dollars? They giving almost half of it to the goddamn police. So not only are you not going to put our dollars where they supposed to go and help us, nigga, we're paying into something. We not getting nothing back. Not only did y'all get free labor, y'all getting free goddamn money and spending it on trolleys and whatever the fuck else your heart pleases. And paying a group of motherfuckers to kill us. But we complaining? That's a complaint? Come on, man. Like I said, even before I was doing this, the last job I fucking had, when I went to these temp services, it was full of black men trying to get work. How dare a motherfucker tell me black people don't want to work and we lazy? The fuck out of here. Think somebody want to sit at home and hope a check come, hope they don't cut it off, all that dumbass shit? Nobody want to fucking go through that shit. And if you do find motherfuckers like that who just don't want to fucking work, there's very few goofy motherfuckers who say some dumb shit like that. Hell yeah, this is nice. I can sit home and get $800. Nobody fucking talk like that. Y'all, it's funny. No, I shouldn't want black people to be. No, so that's the thing. If somebody wants to go and work where they want to work, that's one thing. But the ability to do some shit is totally different than what you want to do. Again, I don't understand why white people go past their community where they have police and not try to work at their own goddamn police station. They want to come all the way to fuck here where they want to police people that they don't fucking like or that they so-called scared of. It makes no fucking sense to me. It makes no fucking sense, dude. I'm saying even if a black person wanted to, black people move into the suburbs, move into these towns. Did you see the story of what happened to this little middle school girl in Burlington? That you cannot hear this shit and not be just completely incensed. Cannot be completely incensed. Where you can go, and this is not the first time I've been to a school outside of Milwaukee where this shit is real, where they've written colored and white over the goddamn water bubblers, where they make jokes about black people. They want to do plays like To Kill a Mockingbird and say the N-word like it's fucking fun and have black people sit there and take that shit. Y'all got us fucked up. They pushed this little girl down some goddamn stairs. The goddamn little white kid knocked her goddamn teeth out, and she went to the fucking office, and this motherfucker goes back to class like he ain't did shit, like he did a goddamn service. Come on, man. I appreciate that, Katie, because people need to understand and hear this shit. That's my problem. It's not enough people saying that this is a problem and we need to fix it. You know what happens to those students that type of shit happen to? They tell them, well, just go somewhere else. Move. Go back to Milwaukee. This is schools telling them this shit. You know why? Because they know they live in predominantly white communities, and instead of getting on these other white motherfuckers about the bullshit them and their kids doing, they tell you to either take it or take your black ass back to Milwaukee and you won't have to deal with it. That's fucking wrong. Yeah, we need to come together, but that's a perfect world, and we ain't there yet. We ain't nowhere near there yet. We ain't nowhere near there yet. Because we talking about shit happening in 2020 that shouldn't, I mean, this ain't this ain't the civil rights days. This ain't the 70s or the 80s. But we still dealing with some of the same shit. We still dealing with some of these same mindsets. We still dealing with some of these same fucking people that's been in power since those times. We still dealing with some of these same systems that operate off of codes and ethics that they operated. Why are there still a predominant amount of cities and towns in Wisconsin that are on the book sundown towns? How is that still possible in 2020? I listen. If Trump and them leave the country, I would get a pass to go to the airport and wave them niggas goodbye. No, 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 no. Hey, 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 motherfucker. I'm just saying, if that's what they want to do, then blessings to them. All right, they can go give somebody else some goddamn problems. But if they give black people problems wherever they go, we come in there too to get your ass. Oh man, how the fuck I'ma sound like I did? I sound like I don't like fucked up ass racist ass white people. I absolutely don't. And like I said, man, people just look at shit because they don't experience it or because it ain't a problem to them like it's not valid. It's fucking valid. It's fucking valid. You can just look at the comments on this post from other white people. Other white people ain't lying on their own other white people, motherfucker. They saying the same shit. You talking about the not fucking around crew? I don't know, man. Listen, maybe they do need to walk through this motherfucker some goddamn where. Janesville, Burlington, maybe they do shake some shit up. I don't fucking know, but it shouldn't take that. It shouldn't take extremism to match extremism. We're not trying to, like, people are going to resist that. We know that, like, come on, man. It shouldn't take all that. he's trying to spell experienced, I guess. Yeah, I think they on their way to civil war. That's what the fuck they keep saying. That's their messaging. They messaging is they president ain't gonna win. They feel like their country is being taken over. They talking about Black Lives Matter and all this other motherfuckers is communist. Listen, man. All them damn words. White people, let me tell y'all something. Now, other black people may not agree with me, but all them goddamn words and shit, that shit don't mean nothing to me. Imperialism, colonialism, motherfucking fuck that shitism. I don't give a fuck. All these isms and shit that y'all be talking about, I really don't give a fuck about that shit. That shit don't mean nothing to me. Those words mean nothing to me. All right? The army won't let that happen. Some of these motherfuckers is in the goddamn army. And you do know, I was in Baltimore, okay? I was in Baltimore where the National goddamn Guard, and just here, the fucking National Guard was doing shit they should not have. Honestly, this is the shit that I don't get about this country. All the shit that's going on, the National Guard and a lot of these motherfuckers should have been fucking, just like when they changed the law on integration, how the government sent their ass to fucking stand in between that shit and let motherfuckers go to school. They should be coming standing on these racist ass sundown town. Oh, we finna come stand up in this motherfucker and I wish I would touch somebody at nighttime. That's the type of shit they should be fucking, all the internal terrorism that's fucking going on around this motherfucker. This white dude get on there, the swastika dude, gonna get on my goddamn live tomorrow. I went to Walmart 3 times. And when I went in there, I was the only white guy and they eyeballed me. Nigga, if you don't get your ass. Walmart. Anyway, I just want y'all to understand that we got a problem going on here. Not just here. Well, I can't really speak on other places. If they think that shit is cool or okay wherever the fuck they from, which I highly doubt. I'm just saying here in Wisconsin, we just need to be on alert when we see this stuff. And that don't mean when you see these groups roll up and confront them, it don't mean none of that shit. It just means be vigilant and be aware of what's going on around you. If you are black and you live in a predominantly white space, town, city, whatever it is, be vigilant. A sundown town is a place where it's a law on the books that if you are black and you get caught in this town past a certain, I don't know what time it is, apparently at sundown, so nighttime, that, what's good, Tiffany? That something can happen to you, whether that be from the police or whether that be from the people. And that's some motherfucking slavery shit. That's some goddamn Jim Crow 19th and some southern Mississippi sounding ass shit. But if you Google sundown towns in Wisconsin, damn near every city on this motherfucker gonna pop up. And I've had people who live in these towns confirm that when they have black people come out and visit them, they tell them, hey, you gotta leave at a certain time. In 2020. I wish a motherfucker would. I'm telling y'all, listen, if I wasn't worried about, like, because what I don't want to do, I don't want to put my people in a position to have to defend themselves or some shit to just turn into some big shit. I would go and protest and fucking stand there in a sundown goddamn town all motherfucking night. And so I wish the fuck y'all would. That's the level of shit that we have to stand up to this shit, man. I cannot believe that black people, that people of color have to endure shit like that. Come on, man. Come on, man. I look around the country and I see all these mysterious, miscellaneous ass hangings that people keep trying to call suicides. And every fucking body is like, this, no. This shit is not, it's not that. And I'm going to continue to do that. Again, I have a problem with racism and racists. That's who I have a problem with. That's who I have a problem with. I have a problem, since a child, I have had a problem with people in positions of authority who misuse and abuse them. You can't mistreat somebody just because they're younger than you. You can't mistreat somebody just because you're a police officer or a judge or whatever you call a principal, whatever. I don't give a damn what your status is. That is not a license to just treat anybody any fucking way. You cannot be the chief of police and get me fucking arrested because you feel like it. You can't fucking do that. And you're not going to fucking do that. I've been like that since a goddamn kid. I'm sorry, teacher. 4 + 4 ain't 10, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Send me to the office. I'm sorry. I'm serious. I was like that in school. You know what I'm saying? That too, Tiffany. I'm telling y'all, 2020, man, any and everybody gonna get it. It's a time and a place for everything, and then we getting there. We definitely getting there. We are definitely fucking getting there. All the missing black military members in the Carolinas. Dude, we got people right here in this state getting killed. And people of color, a lot of them are Spanish. A lot of them are Mexican Americans. Getting killed, getting raped, all type of shit in the military, on these army bases, in these what they call it, National Guard bases. That shit ain't fucking new. They've been killing people and covering it up and calling them suicide, all this other type of dumbass shit. Come on, man. This issue for me is right versus wrong. It's right versus fucking wrong. Either you on the side of right or you on the side of wrong. It's no fucking in between. It is no in between. If we want a perfect world where everybody wanted kumbaya and all that dumbass shit, then right versus wrong. What fucking side are you on? And we go from there. Yeah, their NFAC stands for not fucking around crew. So I just wanted to bring that to you. Y'all already know, man. This love, man. I ain't know none of that. Pretty much. Oh hell. Just make sure y'all go follow the YouTube. Let me put the link up. And not just this one. Go see the one from the last rally they had. Like all of this stuff is relevant. You know. Dang, where is it at? Come on, man. This one is it? Damn, man. All right, I'm gonna have to go. Oh. My bad. I'm gonna have to go grab the link again and post it. Thank you. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all follow the Twitter. I'm trying to build up these other platforms just in case, you know, y'all already know at some point, man, they be trying to limit our exposure on Facebook. So I'm trying to prepare and just in case of that, because we got a long way to go. And I want to be able to continue to bring y'all information. Oh yeah, I definitely got rings. I got all type, man. Listen, I got cameras galore over here. So yeah, man, love y'all. Is that Dre, is that my channel link? I was trying to provide. All right, I'm gonna do like a little video later. Dang, man, about the Christmas drive. I'm gonna start on that. Thank you, appreciate that, bro. So yeah, I'm a Lockhart TV Media, Dre. Put my YouTube channel link up, so follow that. You can go see some of the conversation because apparently, like I said, something was wrong with the live streams. Thank you. Peace, cuz. See you just hopping on. I'm getting ready to hop off. But yeah, go check that out. And I will check back in with y'all very soon, man. You already know what it is. Hey, y'all be safe, man. Have a good holiday week. You know what I'm saying? We getting close to that time, man. So enjoy each other, enjoy family. Y'all slow down out there on them roads. You know what I'm saying? Be safe. You know what I'm saying? If y'all get into some shit, walk away. You know what I'm saying? We need y'all to survive and to make it to the end of this year so we can do it all again for another 365 days. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the People's Revolution. I don't remember what day of marching that they are on, but salute to them. Shout out to Aiden's Walk that happened yesterday. I'm sorry I missed it. If you go on my page, find information for that, donate to that. Yeah, so yeah, man, I'll check back in with y'all. Much love, man. Appreciate it.